In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can make a video like this using Claude Code and Seedance 2.0 and eventually converting that into a scrolling website like this, where if I were to scroll down here, I can see the full view of the entire animation of the website. And I can also pause it right here to see what's on the left, and I can keep scrolling down here to see the entire animations. And furthermore, I can also scroll back up again and to see exactly what the previous slide looked like and so much more. Okay, so pretty much that's what we're going to cover in this video. With that being said, if you're interested, let's get into the video. All right, so to get started, first thing first going to do here is to find inspirations that we can use for web design. So right here, you can see we have our statue that I found from Pinterest, where you can see us user here scrolling down. It basically gave different camera angle here for the same statues. So here you can see initially in the middle, and it shifts to on the right side, and you can see we have block of text here display, and we change the camera angle here as user scrolling down. Another cool example that you can see is this car effects, where a user here touched the screen, and you can see that the camera angle here has given this entire 360 view of this entire object, which is really cool. So the plan for this video is try to see how we can actually have AI here to actually digest this entire video, right? Breaking this video here into different frames, analyze it, plan it, and see how we can be able to swap this entire object here into maybe object that we're currently promoting, or just for general landing page here for general purpose. Now, personally, for my goal here in this video is I want to convert this entire diagram into a 3D animation effects where I can be able to have user here initially scrolling down. This is what they will see. And if they scroll down more, they will show the first part of the entire workflow, which is the data intake. And as user here scrolling down a bit more, this is going to be the data extractions. And as user scrolling down even further, it's going to have the matching part and also the data export part right here. Okay, so that's exactly what I want to basically convert into this 3D animation part inside of the web design. Now, before we continue, I recently launched our school community where I help you to master AI agents, automations, and building real AI products. This has come from someone who used to work as a senior AI software engineer at companies like Amazon and Microsoft. And in this community, you are going to get full AI builder roadmap where you're going to start with AI automations, then later on moving into AI agents, research systems, SaaS buildings, and eventually how to productize and market your AI skills. You're going to get the templates, workflows, weekly live calls, and direct community supports. So when you get stuck, you can ask questions and get help right away. And the goal here is not just to watch more videos. It's actually build, post your progress, get feedback, and start to level up. So if you're interested, make sure to jump right in, start the first course, and I'll see you in a community. So now, in order to do so, first thing first going to do here is I'm going to copy the link for this Pinterest. And certainly I have a skill called the Pinterest download, which will basically take any Pinterest link and it's going to download that video. So if I were to tap the skill and paste that entire link for the Pinterest that I found, so if I were to enter this, what's going to happen here is it's going to download the video onto our current project. Now, don't worry about the skill. I'll make sure to put this entire skills on where you can find all the skills that I demonstrate in this video in the description below so you can actually download it and use it right away. So right here, you can see we have the video here is fully installed and saved. And the next thing I'm going to do here is if you were to click on this video, you can see this is the entire video for what we just saw, right? The statue video, and you can see we have different camera angles and all those kind of things. So the next thing I'm going to do here is we're going to have AI here to actually break that video into different frames. So that we can actually have AI here to look at each frames and analyze the entire plan. And for that, you can see I have created a skill called reverse engineer video skill. And what it does here is that it takes any video that you download, maybe from TikTok or from Pinterest or whatever it is, any local files, and it's going to break that into different frames and try to reverse engineer that and create a reusable spec so that you can take that same spec, maybe changing the objects or changing the background, and you can be able to convert that into a plan that we're going to pass later on to Higgsfield or any other video generation tool here to generate the actual 3D video. So this is exactly what we're going to do here is we're going to using this skill and try to trigger this to pass that video. So in this case, if I were to open a Claude Code session, simply just going to type in reverse engineer video and pass in any video here. And this time it's going to be using Fable 5 here. And we're just going to use that to generate the actual full spec. Okay, so now you can see that it has reverse engineered the entire reference video into a reusable motion spec. And here you can see this is the entire motion spec that it has wrote. So now if I were to open the motion spec, you can see that this contains everything that happened inside that video. For example, the actual statues or the entire backgrounds and the page scrolls, everything that happens in the video, we can be able to document that in a single MD file. And then once we have our motion spec, right, for the entire DNA for that video reverse engineered, then what we can do here is that we can be able to feed that in with our current product context. It could be a physical product or it could be a digital product. And then what we can do here is that we can take our current context for our products and swap that with what we have in the motion spec.md file. And this way what we can do here is that we can have our motion spec to be geared towards our own product that we're trying to promote. So that's what we're going to do first, is basically try to change the motion spec here based on our own context, our own product we're trying to sell. And to do that is very simple, simply just going to open Claude Code and referencing the actual motion spec. So we're going to reference that. And also referencing any product that you have, maybe drop like images or description of the product that you're trying to sell, or it could be a digital product that you're just referencing the entire website. For example, like my website here is bookzero.ai. I can reference that as the product that I want to actually have AI here to swap it out based on what we have in the motion spec, right? So once we modify that entire motion spec based on our own product, the next we're going to do here is we're going to be using a tool called Higgsfield.ai. Essentially what this tool does is basically AI video generation tool that we can actually basically pass in our prompts, our images, our reference things, and basically have AI here to generate the 3D animation videos on the other side. So if we were to go to the top nav bar, you can see we have our video section. So here you can see Higgsfield just released the Seedance 2.0 4K, which we can be able to generate a 4K versions of our actual 3D animations using Higgsfield. Okay, so and also you can see there's so many other models that actually Higgsfield offers, like Gemini, Omi here. There's Kling, there's also Sora, there's so many more, right? So we can use their model here to play around and combining with the power of skills that we can add into our Claude Code to give us our AI agent here the additional hardness with the best video generation accuracy that it can get. So right here you can see for Higgsfield AI skills, which will teach AI agent on exactly how to create those video generations, right? So you can see that we have a skill here that's called the Higgsfield Generate that we're going to use. And we can using the skill here to actually have AI agent here to give the best accuracy when it comes to generating AI images, videos with models like Nano Banana 2, Seedance 2.0, and so many more. Okay, so there's actually a lot of skills here that we can actually use here. So honestly, what we're going to do here is we're going to have Claude Code here to connecting to our Higgsfield using the skills and the CLI tools, and simply just going to pass that motion spec that we generated into a Claude Code, trigger the skill here to actually generate the 3D animation video. So in this case, let's take a look at how we can actually achieve this. Now to achieve this, first of all, I'm just going to navigate back to Higgsfield, and right here you can see at the top, we have our MCP and CLI. So the first step we're going to do here is to connecting our Higgsfield with Claude Code. So in this case, we're going to click on this right here. And you can see that we have the option here to connect the Higgsfield here through the MCP. So my recommendation is this. If you're using Claude on a desktop app, you can just connect it with the MCP. But if you're using Claude Code, then I highly recommend just using the CLI version instead, because that will save more tokens in the actual making for the AI generated video. And simply what we're going to do here is we're just going to copy this command, head over to our terminal, and just going to run this to installing our Higgsfield CLI. Okay, so in that case, what we're going to do here is I'm going to copy this command and head over to a terminal here and just going to paste that. That will install the Higgsfield CLI onto our local machine. And once that's done, the next thing we're going to do here is we're just going to do Higgsfield off login. And that will basically connecting our local CLI version of our Higgsfield into the actual Higgsfield account, so that we can actually be able to calling the Higgsfield CLI commands to actually trigger the Higgsfield API here to generating our videos. And the next we're going to do here is we're also going to install in the skill. So if you were to head over here, you can see there's a skill section, which will basically have our AI agent here to know exactly how to generate videos, how to use the CLI tools here to generating those content with the best practice that Higgsfield is themselves actually have AI here to follow. So we're just going to copy this command right here, head over back to the terminal, a new terminal here, and we're just going to paste that command, and it's going to install the skill here onto our local machine. Now, first of all, you can see that we have a couple of skills that we can install from Higgsfield, and total there are 7 skills that Higgsfield offered. So one of the skills that we're actually going to use is called Higgsfield Generate, which will help us to generate images or videos using the latest model like GPT Image 2 and also Seedance 2.0 here for videos and images. So in that case, if you want to select that, we're just going to choose space and just going to click on enter for this. And then after that, you can see we have the option here to choose with Claude Code. So in this case, if you're using like Codex or if you're using any other AI agent here, you can also select that as well. So in this case, we're just going to select Claude Code and just going to click on enter here. And then in terms of the installation scope, we either we can be able to install it in our current directory, which means that this skill is going to live inside of my own current project here, or it's going to live inside of global environment, which means that it's available to all the projects. So in this case, I'm going to choose that for only this project only, and just going to select that and click on enter. Then you can see we have the installation method. So in this case, we're going to choose same link. So I'm going to choose enter and just going to say yes and install. Okay. So once the skill is fully installed, if I were to head over back to the other terminal here, you can see the CLI here is also installed. So I'm just going to go to the CLI here, copy this command here, and it's going to authenticate my account with the actual Higgsfield account that I have. So in this case, I'm going to click on enter, and it's just going to authenticate myself here. Okay, so now you can see that we have the account here is fully authenticated, which means that now we can be using our Higgsfield inside of our command line to actually generate videos. And also combining the skills that we just installed, now Claude Code knows exactly how to using Higgsfield CLI and also the skills that follows the best practice to generating the best content. All right, so now we have our skills and the CLI here is fully installed. We also have our motion spec here is also created as well. And as well as we have our current context for the product we're trying to do inside of the motion spec. The next we're going to do here is we're going to actually generate the video. So for that, what we're going to do here is we're just going to open our Claude Code terminal session. So I'm going to zoom out a bit more and we're just going to start a new Claude Code session here. So in this case, I'm going to clear the terminal and I'm going to zoom in and type in Claude. And here you can see what we're going to do here is we're going to do the / command and type in Higgsfield. And you can see that the skill that we have just installed is the Higgsfield generate, which can help us to generate images and the actual videos. So in this case, what we're going to do here is we're going to call the Higgsfield generate skill. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to provide our prompt. Now, in terms of prompt here, we're just going to referencing our motion spec because that's basically the entire plan for our video. In that same spec that I have here, I also have the images, right? The file path for all the images that we're going to include in the video. For example, here you can see this is a diagram, things like the actual Gemini logos or things like the receipts and bankings or different export data source here. You can see that we're going to also have the image folder here that's actually get referenced in the motion spec. So I highly recommend that. Like if you have any images for your products, make sure to save that in that folder, in that project, and having the motion spec here to referencing that entire folder for what each of those images are, and basically lay that out inside of that spec file, right? So once you have that, once everything is all saved up, right, that's going to be our prompt. And essentially what we can do here is that we can be reusing our motion spec here as the prompt. And notice here, there's also the model here and the actual image or the video. So in this case, we're also going to specify that as well. So in this case, I'm just going to reference the motion spec as the entire prompt. And we're also going to specify the model here, which is going to be using Seedance 2.0. Okay. And in terms of the argument here, you can see we can also including things like video or image. So in this case, because we're generating video here, we're just going to specify that as well. So in this case, I'm going to mention video right here and just going to click on enter. So in that case, let's wait for a bit until it generates the full results. Okay, so now you can see we have the full video here is fully generated, and here's probably the best version that I have. So I ask it to actually generate like 2 to 3 versions of it, but I find that this version here is the best. So let's take a look at what it looks like here. So if I were to click on play, you can see we have our first part, second part, and also the third part right here. So pretty much you can see like really cool, camera shot, right? So even though it's pretty short, but it actually looks pretty good, right? So you can see with the cool transitions, really cool zoom in here that actually looks at each and every single node, which is exactly what we want. All right, so once we have our video here, it's fully generated. The next thing I'm going to show you here is I'm going to using a skill here called the website animation skill, which can actually convert this video into a fully animated website that you see in the beginning of the intro. So in this case, I'm going to open my terminal, start a Claude Code session, and the skill is actually called the animated website skill. And you can see that it's going to converting any video file that we generated using Higgsfield, right, with Seedance 2.0 into a scroll animated website with a actual luxury designs that you see earlier in the intro video. So in this case, we're going to using this skill, and we're also going to referencing this entire video. So it's called the map.pnv, and we're simply just going to click on enter. And what's going to happen here is given just a couple of minutes here, is actually going to generate a fully animated website using this video. So in that case, let's wait for a bit until it fully generates this. All right, so after we have this fully generated, here is what the end result look like. So you can see that we have the text here on the left and we have the video here in the background. So now if I were to scroll down here, you can see the video here is actually start moving in the background, right? So you can see the next section start popping out. I can pause it right here if I want to, but if I will keep scrolling here, you can see the actual effect here is in motion. And if I would scroll a bit more, you can see we're getting to the next phase, which is the matching phase. If I would scroll a bit more, you can see we're diving into different sources, and pretty much that's the close the books, right, without the opening. So that's basically the end of the actual sliding section, right? So I want to keep it short. That's why you can see it's only 4 seconds, but you can also keep it longer, like 12 seconds if you actually want to, with Higgsfield here to actually generate a longer video. But pretty much you can see like the entire video here is actually in the background, is actually make it scrollable. So if you have a digital product or if you have a physical product, you can do this using this similar approach that I just showed you in this video. So that's pretty much it for this video. If you want to get the full skill bundle here, including the Pinterest download videos, the animate website here, and also the skill here that can help you to reverse engineer any video that you see online, these 3 skills here, if you check out in the link in the description below, you can actually get it right away. Okay, so pretty much that's it for this video. If you do find this video, please make sure to like this video. Subscribe to this channel if you want more content like this. But before you go here, if you want to actually master AI agents, automations, and building real SaaS products, make sure to check out our school community because we do have classrooms here that have different courses, as well as we also have our weekly live calls where you can ask some questions, learning new topics, getting updates, building mini project here if you want to. And also we have our community here, which contains all the video materials, all the live events, homeworks, Q&A sessions, and so many more. Okay, so pretty much that's it for the video, and I'll see you in the next video.